Hello again folks, and warm welcome to ride number 4 on the MT-07. Doing a little circuit today. It's about 86 miles. We're using the Scenic app, which is like a sat-nav device specifically for motorbikes. Let's see where it takes us this time. Last time I did this was on a 125 and it took me down some weird and wonderful tiny little roads, often which were submerged, so hopefully none of that today. And today's ride is it's going to take us down towards Hastings, across to Bexhill, Eastbourne, via Pevensey Bay, and then we start to come up via places like where does it take us? It takes us up through Lewes, Uckfield, and then round sort of like those back roads, which should eventually bring us to the back end of Wadhurst and back into Ticehurst and home. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I've been playing with the wiring in my helmet and the cardo system and all that sort of good stuff. So
follow the course of the road for 2 miles.
Right on cue. You probably, hopefully you heard that, because I've wired. I went on what's he called, Teapot One I think it is, and he's got a nice little video up from about a year ago. It tells you exactly what wires you need to buy and how to wire it in, so that the cardo intercom system will play through the GoPro. So I've got the wires ordered, they have arrived, and I've just sat there for a while. And yesterday when it was raining I thought, well, it seems like the perfect day to do this, so wired my helmet up. So hopefully when we get the kids on the back, and when Sammy starts riding in August when he's 16, we'll be able to hear those conversations, but in the interim you'll be able to hear the sat-nav prompts that I'm getting, and if any phone calls come through you'll hear those. And Jesus Christ, that thing was displacing something out, nearly blew me off the back of my bike. That was quite relaxed until I got well, it wasn't a buffet, that was a full-on whack by a massive pocket of air. That was like a gust of wind, but a high one, but it wasn't, it was off that truck obviously. Anyway, where was I? Yes, wiring into my helmet. So yeah, so you should be able to hear everything that I hear now in theory, so we'll see. So let's give it a little test. Hey Cardo, battery status?
Battery status, 75%.
75%. There you go, so hopefully that's coming through. It's pretty quiet to me though, so I might have to try and turn that up in a minute. We'll see. So here's the Route 1066 cafe. It's full of van drivers this morning, not so many bikes. The only thing is, like, the mic plug from the, I can't remember which one it is, the splitter or something anyway, that you use for the to actually go into the GoPro itself. It's got quite a large sort of armoured bit around it, almost just to protect the cable. It's like a big plastic thing actually on the plug, and you have to sort of get a bit, it does push that plug to the side of your mic a little bit, so it's like hopefully that's not going to affect the sound quality too much. No, like, you'll probably just be getting a load of static. We'll see. Oh, look at the view. I do like these views across the valley over there, very nice. So what else is new? We went to Canterbury last Saturday with a view to speaking to a company called Thornhill Rangers and their supplier, which is a little Arga shop, well, sort of a range shop on which is on the main street in Canterbury, because our kitchen in the winter is just unlivable. It's an old house, as I've said before, the one we live in. It's nothing big, it's just a little cottage, but it's up from 1890. And let's just say he's a geezer. And yeah, so like we retreat upstairs, even to the point where we're having like our dinners and things on our laps and sitting on the bed from sort of December through to about the end of, well, halfway through March generally, until it starts warming up a bit. And so we're missing out on our lovely big kitchen. It's about the biggest room in the house, for like a third of the year pretty much. It's not great. So yeah, so my missus wanted a log burner, but looking at the issues of trying to site that where she wanted it was just going to be lots of issues, because there's lots of pipe work on the outside that would all need taking off, rerouting. massive building job, no thanks. So we've got an exterior wall. It just means we've got to lose a couple of shelves and jiggle around the business end of the kitchen a little bit, and that's going to do this guy. Hang on. You don't have to brake, my mate, I'm faster than you. That's all within the running in sort of revs as well. That's 5,000 RPM. It's interesting my gears are behaving today. Very interesting. Here's a absolutely backed up by nothing factual possibility. The 2 times my gears have really dicked around, it's been very, very wet and very, very cold. Could that affect it? Don't know. Let's see what happens today, because today's not too cold. Bike reckons 10 degrees like we said, and it's dry. Roads are dryish. They're pretty dry. They're dry as they get in January. So yeah, who knows? Let's monitor. So it's a good job I didn't jump those lights, because Officer Dibble's over there. I'm allowed to say that because I used to be one. Oh, this helmet, man. When you got gloves on, I mean, it's just these big gloves. I can't do my visor, so I'm just going to have to live with the fact that my visor's down. I like to put it up when I'm sat across from a police car, because it's not a road legal visor. So you put it up, you can't see it. Is the theory. I'm sure they're not that. Wow, she didn't look like she was actually arsed in any way, shape or form, which is fine by me. There's some big old potholes on this road. Yeah, I've spent many hours down here.
300 yards, turn left, and
there's
then
English Channel.
Turn right.
And that is Boyley Skate Park. Named after a local skater, I think, or a BMXer who got killed. And yeah, the kids used to spend a lot of time on there. It's quite
Now turn left and then turn right.
It's not as friendly as a sauce park. Let's put it that way. It's nice, but I think, you know, the kids were definitely helped by the fact that they knew the way around a skate park and they'd had lessons and they were pretty confident and could...
Now turn right and then turn right.
Because I found a local BMX that's quite friendly. That's the pier. That is the pier right across there.
Now turn right.
It doesn't look open. And this is that familiar promenade again. It's the Rosses. It's quite hard to see with those cars there. Let's just have it. There we go, that's fine. Nice big pothole and a grid just to make it nice and easy. Wow, look at that big wave. Ooh. Stay. Right, you've been very talkative up to this point. I'm guessing we're going left lane straight on. Let's get rid of these geezers. What are you doing? That's a red light, mate. I think it's taking us off to the left, so we might see the seaside again. Who knows? That'd be nice. This is Pevensey. Apparently Pevensey Bay is quite nice. Ah, level crossing. That's annoying. Let's nip to the front, mate. Let's nip to the front. Got a white line here, let's not do that. Let's play the game with a white line. We'll go second. Or should we go first? I don't know. No, let's go first. There's the train. Let's hope we're pretty quick. Quick, or are we waiting for another one? That worked quite nicely. Ooh, it's a 60. Let's see if his gears fuck around. No, they are fine. Beauty! Let's slow down to 30 for Pevensey Bay. Mate, it's definitely the wet weather, isn't it? How bizarre! Because I was definitely putting them under pressure then. That was mad. Easy geezer. I don't know if they were letting on or not. I was totally blinded by the sun then.
After 300 yards, keep left.
Don't quite understand. Oh, it's probably the left lane, but we are turning right in a sec. If you look at the sat nav, you'll see what I mean. Confusing sat nav. What's he doing? Alright, so we keep left for a bit. Because we... No, we don't. That's talking shit.
After 200 yards, keep left.
After 100 yards, I wonder if it's talking about right down here. There's a nice big bike shop.
Now keep left.
What are you on about? Oh mate, I bought a lifetime subscription to this sat nav. I was moaning about that last time. It's like, well, that was money well spent. It's alright mate, it does circular routes, but it doesn't half talk a load of rubbish. It's confusing the shit out of me. You know, I'm not a technophobe.
After 1 mile, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Alright then. You know, I'm a commercial airline pilot. I do know about technology and these sort of things, certainly with navigation systems. And this one is. It's alright. I think if you recognise its limitations, then yeah, it is what it is. But Eastbourne, breathe it in. Welcome to the Sunshine Coast. Oh, it's sunny today, isn't it?
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Let's do that then.
Follow the course of the road for 4 miles.
4 miles. I've not been down here. Ooh. Every time we come to Eastbourne, we generally don't do the seafront. We always come to, it's a little park. It's got a skate park on it and a pump track and all that. As you can tell, that was the sort of stuff we were looking at, because the kids were never off bikes when they were kids. Oh, super nice. We're actually going to get a bit of a flipping coastal ride. I've never been down this prom before. This is wonderful. Look at the sea. Very nice. Pebbly beach like Hastings. There are a few sandy beaches around here, but you've got to search for them. We've got Canberra obviously, but that is so busy. Look at that pier. That is awesome. Oh, I'm loving this, mate. This is like Hastings. Oh yeah, look at that. Proper Victorian seafront sort of town. You get this a lot on these sort of seafront, these sort of townhouses. So you get the same on the Isle of Man, Douglas Bay, all that. It's exactly the same. It's all very Victorian, I suppose, isn't it? I suppose those are the ones that first started developing coastal resorts. Makes sense, I suppose, if you think about it. Oh, I'm smelling so many people smoking weed. I keep getting hit by massive hits of weed as I'm riding around today, certainly on the coastal roads. God, blimey. It ain't weak stuff either, it's like proper. What are you doing? You see the sights? Let's pull my pants up next to the road. Not sure. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Oh yeah, look at this. Well, this is Eastbourne, folks. Pier only. Oh, let's not go there then. Yeah, it's drink station. I do seaside in it, I suppose. Don't do it. What are you doing? Nearly got taken out by two young ladies in a car then. Very worrying. Now then, can I find a gap? I'm finding one. No, this car's coming. It's going to get a bit tight, this. All good. You going to let on? Alright. Look at that. That's awesome. Shops. It's all happening. This is lovely though, this road. I've never been down here before. I'm loving it. Sea's lovely. This is I would go as far as say this is a lot nicer than Hastings. Don't do it, love. Fucking hell. It's busy even today though, isn't it? And it's like bloody winter. Yeah, I was very impressed with that. I'm loving these palm trees as well. They look really nice against that really blue sky. Yeah, like I approve of Eastbourne. I wouldn't mind a day out down here, but I've got a feeling. Look at this parking, even in winter. I think that it'd just annoy me. This has a kind of Bournemouth feel to it. The fact that you're going up on the cliff. This is like, I lived in Bournemouth for a few years and I lived up on Elmchine for some of it, and this feels like the Elmchine road, albeit busier and a bit more full on, but it's like, you know, like looking down on the sea like that. It's yeah, it reminds me very much of that. Nice. Right, I'm going. Bye. No, we're into national speed limit, probably because the road's shit. That's usually how it works. This looks like, bloody hell, these look twisty. Let's have a look. Hopefully they'll be dry and twisty. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I don't know these roads at all, this being my first trip along them, so these could be
after
dodgy as fuck.
3/4 of a mile, turn left.
That's pretty sharp. I don't like how it does that. It launches you sometimes, certainly if you slowed right down. You'll have to get a bit more busy on the clutch. I'm used to an inline 4, it doesn't make its power until you get the revs high, whereas this is a totally different animal. I had the sun right in my eyeballs and couldn't see it. It's all about getting to know you really on this bike. Yeah, they are dry. Place this party van. You smell weed. He's obviously having a cheeky little spliff.
Now turn left.
We're going left here, apparently. Burling Gap, Beachy Head. Yeah, those gears are fine. Isn't it weird? It's got to be to do with the wet, you know, man. Isn't it weird? Can't be to do with oil viscosity, can it? Because it's cold. Ooh, there's a thought. Might not be the wet, might be the temperature. Look at that. So we're heading up towards Beachy Head. You can see the sea on both sides, over there and over there. Nice. Bit of a swell going on, you can see it. Cafe, Cadence. I'm just gonna get cycling stuff here, it could be. The Beachy Head, or Beachy Head. Oh, we've got the Beachy Head story. cashing in on the fact this is Beachy Head, no doubt. Well, why not? There you go, there's some white cliffs, seeing as we're on the south coast. What are we on? Time wise, this could be a good time to change batteries. Let's change batteries up here. Why not? Yeah, what we've got here then? So we've got a lighthouse by the looks of it. We've got white cliffs. Open field. It's windy up here, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, the last half. We've done half. We're at Beachy Head. This geezer decided to park as close to me as he possibly could, just because he can. So off we go. Had a little battery change. Pleasant. Nice little road this. Damp patches on this road. There's a lighthouse again. So a little cluster of buildings. Pub by the looks of it. Maybe two. Alright mate, get over. Nice big puddle. Ah. Cyclists of course. God, it's bumpy this road. God, it's the bumpiest road we've had today. Jesus. It's mad when you don't know roads. You just don't know what you're going around the corner into, do you? So it's like...
After
oh, that's all right.
3/4 of a mile, turn left.
I wonder what they're walking from. Don't know this part of the world, so I don't know, do I? I wonder if they're sort of staying in... What's this? Eastbourne? Maybe. Does appear to be people in Eastbourne filming someone walking a dog. It's not that interesting, but who knows. I have to wait for that car to be out of the way, my friend. After you've navigated the pedestrian in the road. There's a footpath up there, darling. The skip lorry is doing manoeuvres. The shit all over the road. What are you doing, my mate? I'm going to drive straight to the car, am I, knobhead? This is Friston. I've heard of Friston. Why have I heard of Friston? I don't know. Yeah, Beachy Head was lovely. I'm sure we've driven down there, me and Helena, but I don't think the weather was great. Yeah, it's definitely quite frisky, this bike. Certainly in the lower gears. It's you could definitely catch you up. I'm like I say, I'm used to inline fours and they make the power at high revs, so you stay at the high revs, they're fairly docile.
After 3/4 of a mile, turn right.
Whereas this bad boy albeit not the most powerful bike in the world. It's not certainly not underpowered by any stretch of the imagination, but it's yeah, it takes off on you when you least expect it sometimes. So yeah, it's all just going to come with familiarity. Fun now. Yeah, we're just past halfway on this run, I think. Some of these roads are lovely though. It'd be really nice in the summer. This would be a good place to get around a few people now. There's not much room to get down there though. That's the problem. Unless I'm prepared to sit in that pocket at the front, which I'm not. It's just going to be pure gravel, that, isn't it? Let's have a bit of neutral action. Let's see if we can get this open. No, I can't. That's the answer. Really shouldn't be that hard. I'm gonna have to play with that at home, I think. See if there's anything I can do. The Cookmere Inn. What does that mean now?
Turn right.
What, you mean follow the road round to the right rather than going to the car park? Alright, then I'll do that, eh? Seaford is next, I think. Yeah, this must be Seaford. This little town, innit? Come on, man, let's not be too generous. No, we're definitely getting the round town kind of vibe on this bike, which is it's fine. Bit of clutch work needed. As I say, it doesn't seem to want to take off or just to give you nothing. It's kind of on-off in the lower revs a little bit. But again, I think Euro 5 emissions controls, I think they kind of dictate a little bit about low rev stuff.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
And the way it fuels, so it's their fault. But like I say, I'm pretty sure if you get the ECU
Follow
flash,
the course of the road for 3 miles.
you can sort it out, and there's things you can do, but again, it kind of destroys your warranty at that stage. So we'll just wait for a little bit before we start playing with stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure by the time I get around to doing it, I'll probably be completely used to this bike and the way it behaves, and I'll probably be compensating for it. So if we do, we don't. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see.